Why is it not working? After everything I've sacrificed, this camera should stay still. Hi guys, and welcome back to another welcome back to another derivative video. It's Friday. You get to see this guy again, talking about things. And you know, guess what? I'm going to talk about the Resident Evil games again, because I'm going to milk this cow dry. I'm going to keep talking about these games, and you can't stop me. So, with Resident Evil 8 releasing today, I thought it was great to kind of get up predictions before I inevitably play this game. I mean, not immediately, because, oh boy, $80 is a lot of money. But I thought I should get out a few predictions. Or more specifically, one prediction. And I have a pretty good hunch that this is completely correct. So I guess the main cover of Resident Evil 8 shows, like, supposedly Chris in, like, a werewolf-like figure. Now, many people have been speculating that, oh, Chris becomes a werewolf. I'm like, that idea is fucking stupid. Like, seriously, what are the chances? That's such a stupid theory, man. So I got a better one. One that is, I'm like 99.9999% sure that it's accurate. Now let me propose you my prediction on how Resident Evil 8 will turn out. Now, Resident Evil 8, according to me, I believe would be a romance story. Now, you guys might be taken aback. A romance story? This is about zombies and shooting things and big guns and conserving your ammo and healing items and getting herbs and somehow not getting high. But come on, guys. This series has always been about romance. Don't believe me? I'll get out the evidence right now. Resident Evil 2 is an allegory on long-distance love. Leon and Claire, they meet up a little in the beginning, and in the end, they never get to react. Well, that's a reality with long-distance relationships. Maybe you meet up with the person once or so, but for a while, you never see them again. Sure, you could video call, which literally happens in the game, but it's not quite the same. That's why the game feels kind of unnatural. You know, whether it's some of the dialogue or the fact that Claire has a crush on Leon like 3 seconds after meeting him. It's an allegory on long-distance relationships, or love at first sight, which is a very, very flawed concept according to me, but, you know. Resident Evil 3 is about escaping an abusive relationship. I know you might think I'm a nut job, but, I mean, seriously. In the beginning, Jill's just at her apartment until her ex just busts through and attacks her. For no good reason. And it's horrifying. So at the end, when Jill says, take the hint, and gets a big gun and shoves it into Nemesis' mouth and ending the abusive relationship for good, it's cathartic. But unfortunately, Jill can't catch a break. She has a crush towards Chris, but Chris is an anime protagonist, so he's very oblivious, so he never gets the hint. You know? There. I proved it. Multiple games center around the idea of romance. However, it is done in a subtle way where dumb people can't understand the greatness of these stories. So, what's the romantic story in Resident Evil 8? It's easy. It's about Chris and this werewolf person, I guess? Yes, it's a romance. Now, let me explain. Like I said, it's a prediction, but I'm like 99% sure it's true. But here's how it goes. So Chris, I think it's been pretty clear throughout the fan base, he really wants to continue his bloodline, you know? But since he's so oblivious, he's like, okay, I'm just gonna have Claire, my sister, make a baby instead. So he goes around asking all sorts of guys to, bang Claire. Oh boy, that's weird. To bang Claire. And a lot of them are like, no. He keeps harassing Leon Kennedy, like with a boulder at one point. But he's like, nah, no thanks, bro. So he sets his sight on someone else. Ethan. Problem is, Ethan has a wife. So he decides to set his sights on someone else. Only problem is this someone else is a bit furry, is literally a werewolf. So here's the plan. So he thinks, okay, I'm gonna get this werewolf to get close to me, and then I can introduce Claire, and they can make a baby. It might be really gross, but it's the only way to continue the lineage. And his plan kind of succeeds. He starts talking to this werewolf person. They get close, but here's where things get kind of complicated. The werewolf falls in love with Chris. And Chris is like, no, you can't have that. You need to become Claire's husband so the bloodline can continue. But the werewolf says no. But then Chris faces a revelation. This werewolf person that he wanted to get together with Claire was actually female. Therefore, they can't continue the lineage. Chris just breaks down after realizing this. He goes insane. He says, maybe if I force Ethan to go with Claire, and he's taken down a really dark path, which is why he kills Mia. Shoots like an entire round into her face, and poor Ethan is thrown into another dangerous situation. Yeah, there's another plot, I guess, to kind of extend the runtime. You don't want this game to be like 2 hours long. But Chris slowly comes to a realization that he loved this werewolf girl. And he decides that he regrets his actions, and he decides to tell her that he's sorry and that you get together. And Chris decides to have his redemption arc and helps Ethan in the third act of Resident Evil 8. You know, with the tall vampire lady and whatever the hell's going on. And they save the day. And I know you're thinking, okay, well, but Chris just killed Ethan's wife. Oh, it's revealed that she's alive because, plot convenience, I guess. I mean, in the previous game, Mia survived like a hatchet right into her neck, so, you know, the two are alive. And then Chris realizes, oh, wait, I could be the one to impregnate this werewolf person. There's a happy ending, except, I don't want to imagine what the baby looks like. It's probably some monstrosity. Well, that's the story of Resident Evil 8. I guess that's like the broad story of, like, my prediction. I think that's what's going to happen. But, you know, I think this is a really ballsy story, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. You know, what are the chances? Yeah, it's not perfect. There's a couple plot holes. Maybe the whole conflict of Ethan and fighting the vampires might feel a little last minute, but we all love a very traditional and wholesome love story, right? That's my prediction. That's my predictions for Resident Evil 8. Thank you for watching.